you ask me, it is a game of the tournament. Mafia Legends, they get in the blue and white, of course. VSADC, the traditional colors, black, green, and red. McFarlane. I present to you a team of individuals who's going to meet the teams. Spearheaded by Mr. Abdel Marjan, Mr. Ed Maffer, Dunga, this guy represents Magnuson, David Shakes Christopher, the talent director, and Boss Cartel. Of course, the entertainment segment was on his design. VSADC versus Mafia. I believe that this side is that's Mafia. That's Mafia's side right here. Mafia got there, the rich strong. Abakoko, the Coco. VSADC has some folks and VSADC people, where? No VSADC. Mafia! Mafia! Alright, Mafia leading one back so far. Mafia to take on VSADC. Remember, Mafia won last year the play championship. VSADC, they have won the Veterans Tournament before, so it should be very interesting. But the best team win. And of course, by tomorrow we continue with football action. Earlier on, we saw the defending champion Super getting past Lancers FC on penalties. May the best team win. DJ, do something hot for
Welcome again to our second game that will be Alliance Group up in the final stages, knockout stages here. Mafia Valley Legends, defenders of the plate trophy, coming against VSADC, two times champs.
One of the most anticipated games in the tournament. It's two champions, two former champions, one the silver plate, the floor plate, and one the VSADC champion twice in that tournament.
Steel Williams Group of Companies, Blue Water Solution Limited, HBS Radio St. Lucia, RGB Hotel Supplies, Batman Abraham Simmons and his studio excitement, the Trophy Center, Bronson Company Limited, One Set Auto Repairs, Golden Princess Travel, Joseph Shipping, Reliable Team, Rental. Back to live football action.
The man in the middle, Brian, just putting an infringement there. Valencius Joseph in control of this one. Trying to find that Leighton Sandy Ford, and oh, what a wonderful cross, just eluding Spencer Smith there in the final third. A good take there by Spencer Smith, finding Simon Robinson.
A.K. Melcher.
Yeah, Simon Robinson is finding Valencius Joseph there with Anthony Matthew, and he's firing it over the transversal there. The first shot there for Mawia.
Very much so, and you could see the way Mawia start playing. This is the kind of style of play, building it from behind, and all. It's very, very quick to the ball and very, quick to shoot. But again, over the crossbar, VSADC taking the time, building it, doing some passing from behind. Then to up front, again, a team which I know very well, the Mawia team, about 5 of them who won the Blackout tournament, the very first Blackout tournament. 4 players presently playing right here with the Mawia team.
Yes, of course. And then you see Clifford. Oh, he was trying to find he was surrounded there by 2 of his cousins, that's Solomon and Leighton.
Yeah.
The central trio there on the field.
And both teams have players that play together for a while. The VSADC has a number of players that play together also at youth level, at the senior national tournament level, and at the veterans. Mawia the same. Both teams have players that have played for a while together. So I think these players know each other. It's just a matter of time so they could execute, you know, to bring that game home.
Yeah, honestly, in control of this ball game there is VS just give it. That was Gilroy Mitchell there, just giving this ball away to Samson Robinson, and with Anthony Matthew there. Solomon is trying to find Spencer. And Legends is just giving possession away to VS and boost of fury there on their left flanker. Oh. And this one shot going wide there, Mishaka. First attempt there for VS.
Yeah, first attempt for VS. They're looking good in the build-up and in the attack, especially with the Dreadworks midfielder Flecky, you know, very experienced and skillful player.
Again, some good working there by Felix Ulysses Mark, finding his defender there.
Just to say, we have a number of ex-national players on the pitch here today. Beg one?
From different eras.
Yeah, from different eras. And, you know, it's nice to see that, you know, they're playing against each other.
Jackie Juke Fair to Leighton Sanford. Samson Robinson looks for Anthony Matthew Juke Fair. Anthony Matthew is dancing around his man, trying to find Leighton. Some good ball there. It's Sanford to Sanford. Leighton to
Did at least two of the Sandiford boys play for the national team, or was it all three? Just two of them?
Just two of them.
Leighton and Clifford, was it?
Yeah. They both played at different era too, not the same time.
And VSADC marching their way into the quarter-final rounds. Only team yet to concede a point in the competition, and in fact, they came into their last game of the preliminaries without conceding a goal. So in the first two games, they had not conceded a goal. In the last game, they did indeed concede, but they came away with a win nonetheless. So they really have to be considered a tournament favorite. It didn't come from an easy group either.
Yeah, you're sure right. And they have been so consistent, even in the training and in the preparation for this tournament. I think they have a point to prove. They want to be the first team to at least win this tournament 3 times, but it's something hanging over their head. So let's just hope that, you know, that they do it.
Valley Legends, of course, a little bit younger, a little bit fresher, but the experience of VSADC has proven very, very effective so far in this competition, Chinese, and very, very difficult to break down. The very knowledgeable veterans of VSADC.
Yes, in the prelims, the only team came out of the prelims with 9 points, and they're looking very healthy here against Valley Legends. Even Stevens there in the first half.
But of course, we also saw in the earlier game this evening, 1-1 draw between a team which was very highly fancied, Soufrière, even though they came away eventually with a win via the penalty shootout. I spoke to the coach after the game. Manager said that this was certainly the worst game that Soufrière has played. They didn't feel that they took their chances. They didn't feel that they managed to be as coherent in attack as they ought to have been. That they agreed that they were a little bit bereft of ideas in terms of the variety in their attack, so those things cost them. Lancers, of course, took advantage of a number of their specific weaknesses. Will we see the same thing here this evening? Can Valley Legends find that one thing, that one chink in the armor of the so far impregnable, or virtually impregnable, I should say, VSADC, the last team in the tournament to score or to concede a goal. And here they are in the quarterfinals going up against the Valley Legends, who was second in their group.
I think this is one of the most fancy games to watch, knowing the route both teams has taken. Both teams, both of them are former champions of the Veterans Tournament. One is the lime or flow silver plate. VSADC, the champions twice in this tournament. The Marbella team, as I said, they're a very young team, energized, very young, very energized, very experienced too. Just as the VSADC team, very experienced. I've won so many tournaments before as a unit, vis-a-vis this Marbella team.
And Valencius really has been for Marbella Valley, the Valley Legends, the driving force. One of the younger, he's a coach, he's one of the younger veterans, as you say, in the competition. He's a fairly recent ex-national, and he really has been the driving force for the Valley Legends.
Yeah, he is. And he's also one of the coaches with me for the Valley senior team. So a lot on his plate. He's very experienced. I mean, we know he played in Trinidad at one time. Very experienced, both striker and defender. He's very capable to play any position on the field.
Flag goes up there for offsides.
Just telling Jenny, both for the Stanford, both Rato and Clifford, both for the both.
There's three of them in the starting.
Yeah, but I'm saying both of them played for VSADC team at a national level.
In the club competition?
Club competition. A few years back, they did. They represented VSADC.
So we'll be seeing some familiar faces with the Sandiford boys. Some of their former teammates will be lining up against them. As VSADC on the ball. Yet to present a real danger. And again, we're seeing a game where we have two very, very competent goalkeepers. Lesporis on one end and Ephraim on the other. Two very, very capable teams. Two very good defensive teams as well at this stage of the tournament. So this one could be a little bit cagey, as Mishak pointed out. Teams two are a little bit different in terms of their composition, in terms of their approach to the game. You have one team in the persons of VSADC, a little bit older, a little bit more experienced, but you have another team which is very energetic, which is young, which is a lot of these guys still playing club football, and most of the VSADC players would not be involved in club football at this stage in their careers.
They're not a good fear. The Maya players still play the club football. As a matter of fact, the Marbella team plays as a unit in the Marbella tournament.
As a veterans team?
The veterans team. They play as a unit in the domestic tournament in Marbella Valley.
Always good to have that level of consistency with your players, that knowledge of your players. And I don't know why the Marbella Valley Legends the Legends manager is remaining so quiet now. I think he appears to be a little bit engrossed in the game. And if you don't know who we're talking about, it's none other than Connie, but Shiny Jalui is the manager of veterans, the Valley Legends veterans, and he seems to be very, very taken up with the game, so much so that he's unable even to offer comment. Yeah, right, Shiny. Yeah, okay. Okay, Shiny. Listen, let me just tell you. Shiny has done commentary, not on camera commentary, but he's done the stadium announcing for some of the veterans games. And when is a Valley Legends game, there's a very marked difference between a goal scored by Valley Legends and a goal scored against Valley Legends. I'm
not surprised. It's only the blood. I'm telling you, I'm not surprised. It's just, he's part of the veteran. He's a Valley man. He's been there with the team, working with the team, so I'm not surprised.
Well, there's a goal scored against Valley Legends. Valley Legends Legend scores! Oh my God! Oh my God! Valley Legend!
Yeah, I heard you there, Terry.
See a long ball from Jackie to Rato, to Clifford, to Stanleyford. He's trying to get it through. Good defending, experienced defender. Tikamen, very experienced ex-national defender too. They both know each other very well. Play together, as I said, on the same VSADC team.
Tomorrow we have DJ Shivan Salon, we have DJ in the building.
Mata from the back. Very good control there by Bridman.
Wonderful games tomorrow.
Trying to
Bannon trying to get, but you know, Ephraim, aka Fimba, is up to it. To Stanleyford, Stanleyford to Stanleyford, turn. Good defending again by VS.
That's
Gilroy. It is?
Is that Gilroy?
No, it's not. Yeah, Ulysses, yeah.
1, 2, 9, 6, 8.
Valley Legend, yeah. They're taking their time, trying to knock the ball. Pass master trying to get Valencius. Valencius into Spencer. Into Simon Robinson. You realize that Valencius is not too much involved in the game as yet. Into Val, Tune. Looking to Stanleyford. Good turn, good fake, and try long shot. Oh, shot to go.
Wide of the left.
Yeah, right. Very good. Good play by Stanleyford. Very experienced. Send the defender one side, and then experienced defender like that, and then try the shot to goal, but kind of a little wayward. VS trying to build it up now, taking the time. Still VS in control. VS sending players forward.
Marcel is controlling the defense there, as you can see.
From South Shoe you get $50 voucher from South Shoe.
Valley Legends. Robinson to Clifford. Clifford trying to get Spencer. To number 25, Stanleyford looking for the long ball to Val. There's no good defending again.
VS is resolute in defense and not giving up.
Not at all. Not at all. Stanleyford. Rata looking for Val. Yeah. Is this cutting Sean for VSADC? Also an ex-national player, presently coach for the VS club team. Good pass. VS trying to build it up. 3 versus 2. Good defending there by the Legends. Very good defending. And it's holding the poise, holding the head. Very good defending by the Legend team.
Errol Henry there. Back in the defense.
You can get early bird tickets right here. If you come down, you want to go to the boat ride, early bird tickets right here.
Corner there.
No prices your way. Ticket number 112744. 112744.
Looks to me like Gilroy for Mitchell.
112744.
VSADC pushing numbers into the box. Valencius versus Balloon, the lone striker from Mawia. It's a throw-in for the Legends.
There was some pushing in the 6-yard area, and it was spotted there by the official on our near side.
112744 going twice.
Valley Legends in control. Anthony Matthew, aka Jackie, coming up forward with it. But passing to him. Again, still going at it. Looking for Stanley Ford on the flank. Stanley Ford cutting in, taking it in. So looking for Val, looking for Spencer into Valencia's. Val, very poised, very skillful player. Good tactics by both Val and Stanley Ford.
You see, Leighton Stanley Ford, aka Rato, was just trying a cheeky one there, driving into the final third, and trying to bend this one around the pole, but just wide. Left and right.
Stanley Ford again to Jackie. Jackie looking, trying to get Spencer. So there's some bad passing by Anthony Matthew. Good go in by Clifford Baba. Yeah, even the boys, both teams. Both in attack, both teams attacking and defending.
Going price. Yeah.
Again, you see Ipa trying to put it across. Good defending again by Mabia defense. Good going by Stanley Ford, getting the ball, trying to build the attack. Again, losing control. VSADC trying to contact to Dean, number 14 Dean from VSADC, looking to cross it, lay it across, but again we would have there's no problems for Fimba. Yeah. AKA Ba. See. Into Anthony Matthew looking forward, carrying his ball, trying to take on, carrying the defenders with him, both midfield defenders. Into Val looking for Spencer. Good ball from Val and Spencer. Let's go in through and see if we're going to score it. Oh, he fumbled with that ball there. Good set for Matthew. Too many players. Yeah, too many players around Anthony Matthew. VSADC have numbers in defense. But again, good attack, good vision from Salau, Valencias. So as we could see, VS now trying to build that attack. Very even boys game. Simon Robinson should keep his cool. Yeah, he's a guy sometimes very aggressive and could lose his cool, just as the keeper for VSADC. Very loose cannon sometimes. Just tease him and that's it. That's why sometimes you must know all the weak points of some of these players, just to tease them and get into the head. Again, VS. And we see that Dean has an opportunity. And good defending again by Clifford Baba. Very good experienced player too. Very good defending to cover up that space.
Frame stayed locked under his goal, not coming forward for this one.
Corner for VS. Again pushing numbers in the box. Ball come across. Again, you could see Mabia is able to hold on to the defensive position. What do you indicate the penalty for? What is it? I'm just wondering what going, because I see the linesman come up to that means it's a penalty. The way he comes, right way. Wonder what's happening. It's a handball.
Well, whatever it is, the Mabia Valley team doesn't seem to agree at all. Everybody, excuse me, everybody's still in the penalty box, arguing with the referee. Hasn't given a specific indication. Could be a handball. Could be there could be rough play. He did. Very likely in the melee that happened. And you saw Ephraim coming across unable to deal with a high ball into the box. And fortunately for him, it got knocked out. It got put back into play. But it came back in and still a little bit of a melee. And quite likely that it may have been caressed by one of the Valley Legends players.
Yeah, it is. But let's see how Ephraim will deal with this. It happened. I think the Mabia team is supposed to maintain the cool because the game is still in the early stage of the game. He could save the penalty. He could throw the penalty. You understand? The VS could throw. The keeper could save. If it's scored, Valley Legends has to come back and show how comfortable and capable they are to come back in that game.
First blood drawn by VSADC. They're 1-up on Valley Legends. And they get the goal from the penalty spot. Fimba Ephraim still not too happy with what transpired. But he certainly would not have had a vantage point. But you know, once you're on a football field, Mishak, and things go against you, you figure you're supposed to know what's going on. And, you know, everybody certainly has an opinion, despite the fact that they may not have had anything like a clear view of what took place.
And the other thing is, he's also a referee in the Mabia League. So again, he probably, I don't know if he saw what transpired, because I didn't see it. From my point, I really don't. I didn't see it. It was called by the linesman who saw it, not the referee. So I don't know. So right now, Mabia Legend has to play. Don't let that get them down, and they are capable of playing and probably coming back in the game.
Well, Valley Legends back on the attack. They have the ball. They are, however, 1-0 down. They move very swiftly into, well, just on the edge of the attacking third. They are dispossessed, and in fact, the ball goes into touch. Oh, this game is coming alive in the wrong way.
Yeah, it will be, because we have some experienced players from both sides that know how to play the game, Terry, and you'll find that. As you can see, VS taking the time up, looking for Dean, who is in the outside position. VSADC will try to capitalize it, but Mabi has to break that and try to see if they can get the equalizer. They are also capable of getting the equalizer.
Yes, of course, not forgetting that Mabia Valley is a very good team. Though that they are down here in the first half of the game. But they are capable of pouncing and returning the favor.
Brother to brother, Simon to his brother. And see if he can get. It's a throw-in for Mabia. See, the VSAC number 8 is calling for a substitute. Also from Viewfort, plays with the Viewfort team at one time. Number 8 from VSADC. Can you just find his name for me? He played for Viewfort. Was it last year or year before in the tournament? Yes, Guy. Former player for Viewfort. But he's also he also played for VSADC in time gone. He used to play for VSADC before. Guy. Again, you see, it's a corner for Mabia. Let's see if they could capitalize on it and get the equalizer from this one. Is it Stanley Ford? Yes, push it across. Heads up, and again, it's a goal kick for VSADC.
Yes, was a header there by Valencius Joseph.
And the Valley Legends has the power pack. They has some players the killer instinct to get the goals. I could mention a few. Val, there's Jackie, there's Rato. They all are very capable, deadly players up front and could get the equalizer for Marbria.
Yes, of course. Also Valencius Joseph.
Just as the VS team, you have Flecky, you have Guy, you have Dean. So again, throw in for Marbria. Jackie in control. Back to Rato. Jackie realized that Rato has gone to the other side of the field now. So that's, you can see, he's capable of using both legs, both right and the left flank he could play. So change with Spencer. Stanley Ford. CVS taking the time now because they're in the lead. So very experienced team VSADC. Which he did. Very quick foot late on Stanley Ford, trying to get Valencius Joseph. Here we are. Stanley Ford to Jackie. Anthony Murphy trying to squeeze the ball past. Trying to get the position of Flecky. Yeah. Ex Rovers player. To Dean number 14 trying to get it across. Good again defending from Stanley Ford. Also played for Crawford Kings last year. So now migrate back to his home team. Yeah. It's a corner kick. Number of VSADC players in the box, ball come across. Out by Simon Robinson. VS. Good jump by Valencius. Dispossess the ball again for VS in control. Infringement. You could see some gesture and body language from Simon Robinson. That's the kind of player he is. No, he's not. Marbella Legends still, playing all right. Despite of the penalty, both teams, the game is even the boys, the shoot at VSADC is leading 1-0. But in terms of the play, the build-up, defense, both teams are evenly poised in that game. But VS has the advantage now, leading 1-0. Penalty scored by Sean Cutting. As you can see, Simon again, the referee, is trying to get his attention. Give him a caution, a verbal caution, not with a card. Daru to Clifford, trying to get Jackie, trying to get Stanley Ford back to Simon. Simon looking for the long ball to the Robinson. VS in control, down to Flecky. The midfield back to Sean, but didn't go for Marbella in control. Stanley Ford coming on the flank to Spencer. Spencer into Jackie. Jackie tried to go for his man, but again Spencer winning that in the box there. A very poor shooting from him. That ball should come to Valencia. Valo's waiting for that. Valencias. Too many players there around him. VS, good, easy play at the back from VS. Good again from Stanford. Marbella Legends trying to keep the pressure. Trying to continue the pressure. Good going again by Valley Legends. Jackie, control, trying to take it down the flank. Very experienced play by Gilroy Ipa Michel. They putting his body in front of the ball, in front of Jackie, causing that foul. Dean looking ahead for Flecky, into Flecky. Trevor Anderson turn control, keeping control of the ball. To wing back to try to put it across. VS still in control. There's outside. So throwing for Valley Legend.
If we are speaking to you right now, 850136.
Throwing. Marcel into Clifford. Clifford into Spencer. Spencer into Clifford. Trying to make some space. Trying to get his cousin Rato. We're defending again by Sean Coutin. Getting that ball out. Ipa. Keeping it in the defense. Ipa again. Into Ulysses. Good reception by Samson Robinson. I think you're having a good game in the midfield for Marbella. So, free kick for Marbella, pushing players forward now. Mr. Anthony Matthew on the ball.
Ticket number 112783. 112783.
Cross from. Good take by the keeper. Yeah. Very good take. Nice time. Stan is a very smart keeper too. Let's hope nothing is really wrong with him because I think that's the only keeper of the VSADC. I hope he's alright. Very good at the game.
2783. The power is what? The power is inside us.
We just see Valadian has brought in Bogle.
The power is inside us.
For Spencer it is.
The action continues tomorrow.
Former player for the Marbella, former player for the Rovers also.
The action continues.
Yeah, we have A.K. Bogle.
Nicole,
Dadu, chipping it.
you fought prophets and kings. I tell you tomorrow promises to be real power here. So Lancelot. There's Steve Blackburn.
Ulysses.
Tomorrow bring a family down. Somebody say Granta. Alright.
Good throw from Clifford.
Don't forget, Nicole comes up against Carricker Masters and also Central Newport versus Prophet and Kings tomorrow.
Try his best to get it.
Thriller tomorrow.
And they are very capable of doing this, the VSADC team.
Tonight somebody walks away.
Again, quick move from Marbella into the Matthew, trying to keep his ball. Very good ball handler into the Matthew. Yeah. Yes, very experienced defenders too. In Sean Coutin and Marbella on the attack, Val, Jackie.
VSADC leads 1-0. A goal scored in the 26th minute.
So, yeah. Yeah, good passing of the ball by the Marbella team. Good combination of play. Again, you could see that very comfortable on the ball, the Marbella team. One pass, two passes, very good passing. of the ball. Hey, just didn't follow. Again, as I said, good build up by the legends, and VSADC just absorbing the pressure. Sean got it. Misses. Anthony Matthew trying to Simon Robinson. Simon into Val. Val back to Simon. Mabia still in control of the ball. Into Jackie. Into Pius Marcel. Pius Marcel into Clifford. VSADC is closing down very quick too. You see some nice little passes from both teams. Very good going by both teams. Very good passing. Yeah, they are. He has very defensive, very smart play by VS too. Now we are having more play onto the ball than VS. They're able to move the ball left, right into the center until they get it, trying to win until they get that attack or the breakthrough. VS is on the account of Flecky into Dean, trying to get Dean. Dean the pass, Dean the loot pass, and see. It's an infringement.
From behind there.
From Dean. Yeah, still playing pause, keeping the ball. VS control. Dean is outside in the outside position. I wasn't pleased with the call on the penalty, but again you could see Maui has been playing very good, very stable, moving the ball around, keeping it, trying to both flanks, whereas VSADC now absorbing the pressure and trying to get the counter. The counter attack. It's very interesting that if Mabuya get the equalizer, to see how this game is going to pause out. Knowing that the situation is now, I feel that Mabuya will go and take it all out to VSADC. Already they're keeping the shape and keep that ball moving a lot.
We'll see what happens in the second half of this encounter here between VS, who claim 9 points in the preliminaries. Mabuya just holding on by I'll say an inch. 1-0. It's a very close call, I must say.
Yeah, it is. But you could see the quality of both teams and how they're playing. They're both enjoying the game. So let's see for the second half. So we will be back right here in if you thought to witness the second half of the veterans team between Marbella versus VSADC.
And we're back here with our game in the second half of Valley Legends. Being down to VSADC by a goal to nil. Leighton Sunday Ford trying to feed Valencius Joseph there, but straight into the defense of VS. A good pass there from Philip. And again, the defense of Valley Legends holding very well there. Anthony Matthew going wide. Solomon finding Leighton. Clifford. Oh, Valencius having a high boot there with this player coming across with his head. A handshake. Sean Curtin from behind finding his man on the left defense. Pius Marcel is taking care of this one. But he's still in possession of Gilroy Hoyle finding his man there. And some good passing there by Philip on the far side. And again some pushing there. Being spotted by the man in the middle, Anthony Matthew. A little sloppy there, but still in possession is Valley Legends. Giving chases Valencius Joseph, but good work there by Stanley. Fight there by Anthony Matthew and an improper pass there. Looking at the foothold there, but it's too late in looking at the foothold. You have to be focused on the game. This one is launched across and well controlled by Clifford Sandiford finding Leighton Sandiford, Valencius Joseph, Solomon. Sandiford again, some aerial ball there been played, and on the right flank is VSADC trying to build an attack there, but coming across is Pius Marcel. Throw in there to VSADC. And again, Pius is not going to allow this ball to come across his goal area there. And just heading this one into touch for a corner to VSADC. VS with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men in the area. One on the 18-yard region. Leighton Sandiford with trying to find his man there. And a shot being taken towards goal, but high above the transversal there. Simon Robinson trying to find a Leighton to Bogle. Back to Simon with Leighton. And some good defending there, good playing by putting this one into touch. Through in there to Mabuya. Just giving this ball away. Anthony Matthew is taking this one, finding Rator. Some good work there by Clifford Sandiford and winning a corner there for Valley Legends. It will be Clifford Sandiford to take this one from the far end. And I think he should work with the wind there. And a touch on this one there. Yeah, I think it's Gilroy Mitchell Hall, but again in this one, Pius is trying to battle it out. And Pius is wanting it from the defense, and a foot was placed there in defense. Again, Mabuya is one more time going for it. Simon Robinson. He's just lifting this one over the transversal. Shot to goal there. And not any problems for Stanley. Bernard Modest is trying to find his man there who was ruled offside, Matthias Jules. Welcome back, Terry. The second half of this game here, still 1-0.
Packed house, and I think VSADC will be well satisfied with a 1-0 victory. They're not playing with any real degree of urgency in the attack, and unfortunately, Valley Legends, I don't know what their manager may have said to them at halftime, but Valley Legends not doing much different than they did in the first half, not playing with any greater sense of need, of desire. Their tactics not looking very much different. And so the 1-0 may be sufficient for VSADC to win this. But of course, we've seen games turned on their heads in the matter of just a few moments. And could we see such a moment here in this game? Or will VSADC be able to press the advantage as they push ahead right now on the attack?
Yes, of course. As Sue said, there are games that can turn on its head in a matter of a split second. I'm reminiscing of 2 games played by Real Madrid with Ramos, with 2 deadly blows from his head, and of course later on this week there I believe Benzema did the same. So it happens all the time. internationally, locally, regionally. It's all in the game. So quite perfectly trying to dance around with this ball is Matthias Jules. Robinson clearing this one. Oh, there was a collision there between, I think, Clifford. He's looking okay. VS is building an attack on their right flank. A good possession of ball again from Valley Legends. Anthony Matthew is not controlling this one. Good run there, and a tackle there again from Simon Robinson. And I think this time he will be cautioned there by the man in the middle.
We are witnessing the second quarterfinal game.
Bernard Modest seemed to be satisfied with this card and being issued to Simon Robinson.
Over the guys from the Valley. A free kick in a promising position in Boston. Let's see how this unfolds. Of course, the action continues tomorrow. Tomorrow on the game. I want to see the boys from South Beaufort take on Progress and King. Was it the night to my boy striker? Welcome to the boys striker.
A free kick there to be taken by Davidson Belizia for VSADC. VS in search of the second goal here. And the header just goes wide of the right upright of Fimbai frame. Pius Marcel watches keenly, finding Bogle, Jackie, Rato, Bogle one more time again. Jackie's losing out on this one. Some wasted ball being played there. I'm not interested in doing this and not interested in doing that, and kicked out of play right now by the keeper of VSADC. VS is looking to counter punch. From the right flank. Solomon. Looks for Rato, Rato to Jackie. Simon Robinson. He was looking for Neville Harris there, but some good footing there by Bernard Morris. Rato taking on his man. A foot in there, but he's recuperated this ball, and this ball is dangerously going in the area there. And I believe some good tick there by the keeper. Well, the referee spotted an infringement, or should it be an offside? This one is launched forward there, but into the feet of Clifford Sandiford. And the throw in there to Valley Legends. VS is just getting it out of their defense. But the Legends of Mabuya is trying to find the back of the net. Neville Harris is pouncing on this one there, but again. Oh! And Gary Clifford is not satisfied at all with the call there from the man in the middle. And Simon Robinson again is cautioned by the referee. Gilroy Mitchell finding his man. A good run there by Gary Clifford. And again, it looks to me like Sandiford is offside.
Sandiford also by just about a mile, Chinese.
Yes, of course. Valley Legends is still trying to find the back of the net, and has been taken care, very good care of there by a VSADC. And again, the referee is spotting an infringement. Simon Robinson behind this one there for the Legends. A Bogle with the header back to Clifford Sandiford. A little tug there and a hustle there with Gary and the keeper, Stanley. A VS again in search. Some good work there from Errol. A very good turn. A throw in there to Valley Legends. A leading Sandiford. Was trying to find Spencer there, but again, encountering some problems. And the second one there for VSADC.
And you could see that one coming, particularly well worked play by VSADC, attacking the 18-yard box and just swinging the ball across into the center of the 18-yard box, and a simple tap in at the end.
Yes, Terry. VS playing the better ball and pouncing real hard on Valley Legends. Claiming the second goal here in the second half of the game and looking to seal it there. And again, it's been mentioned over and over that it's a clear offside goal. Again, still controversial. Well, only by the fans. The first goal from VS. I was good to see our penalty, and which Mabuya will still question. Spencer is just giving this one away. VS is building from behind in defense, pushing forward. Henry taking care of this one there. Spencer. Oh. And this one is hitting the railings in the top tier of the stadium. A good ball across there from Sandiford looking for Buju. A ball going into touch there for a goal kick to VSADC. Bali, it was just there for him, and he never got it. It was the combination there of the Sandfords, Baba and Rator. A good take there again from the keeper. Pius Marcel is putting this ball out because there's a player remaining on the ground. The Legends will start from defense again. A long ball. But safely with film by frame to Simon Robinson. Spencer. Now some improper passing there. Now welcomed by VS. And the signal offside this time. Some poor ball there by Spencer. And VSADC will be moving upfield again on the right hand side now, back into defense. Just trying to feel the ball right now is the VS. Valley Legends has won themselves a free kick. Simon Robinson is behind this one. He'll gently lift it just for the 6-yard region. Harris to Robinson. Again, it's VSADC from the left-hand side right now. It's Dean Jean. Well taken there by Gary, and Fimba Ephraim is piping this one downwards, and Gary is making a mistake and allowing that's Matthias Jules to go through with this one, and he found the side netting. It's all happening here. Fimba Ephraim is just almost giving this ball away to Gilroy Mitchell. And Gilroy is complaining that Simon Robinson had his hands all in his face.
1-1, 2-8, 6-7. 1-1, 2-8, 6-7.
And Terry, right now the game is in the hands of VSADC, clinching a 2-0 lead of the game.
VSADC looking as though they are going to go on to play the winners of the very highly anticipated matchup between CARICOM Masters and the Miku Veterans. CARICOM Masters among the top scoring teams in this tournament. They have some 9 goals to the good. The CARICOM Masters still have lost 1 game despite having scored 3 goals. 2 hat-tricks. 2 hat-tricks in this competition. And here comes Valley Legends trying to see if they can change that narrative a little bit, but VSADC have been very good in defense, and they continue to be very good in defense. A little bit of back and forth there, but it is still looking good for VSADC. They don't look as though they're going to be too trouble. They have numbers behind the ball, Chinese, and they are well set to push it up to the forward lines. And they're not even trying to commit too much to the attack. They're not putting too many men forward, just 2 men in the opposition half. So clearly VSADC have closed up shop. They're satisfied with where they are, and they're just looking to avoid conceding.
Yes, very well said there, Terry. They are on the defensive there, knowing that they got 2 in the bag, and they know that they are very capable of defending those 2 goals. So they've set their entire team back in the defensive mode, and of course just waiting for Valley Legends to come. Throw in there for VS. Davidson Belizier. And the referee spotting an infringement there. A free kick to VSADC. Free kick to VSADC.
And a free kick here would really put the game to bed. But I think it's fair to say, Chinese, that right now this game is in the refrigerator. The door is closed, the eggs are cooling, the butter is getting hard, and the jello is jiggling.
Yes, very true. Because this game was evenly poised when it started, and it was VSADC turning the screws on and clinching 2 goals, 1 in the first and 1 in the second. Leighton Sandiford is moving and is trying to come into the final third. And it was a pass from Sandiford to Sandiford, but they couldn't finish. It was Clifford Sandiford who was trying to put this one away. Most probably, I would say, a consolation goal there for Valley Legends there.
At this stage, a goal would still add some spice to the contest, but it would more than likely be a consolation goal. Just a few minutes remaining in this fixture, and VSADC all but set to go up against the winner of the Miku Veterans against CARICOM Masters right here at the Philip Masley grounds.
Yes, of course. A throw in there to Mabuya. A very good ball there from his muscle, but Simon Robinson don't have the legs to follow. Throw into VS. And Lloyd Clifford. Oh, Spencer fire in this one. And again to the rescue is Stanley. VS building from defense. This time, Leighton Sandiford He's trying to take on his man here while well blocked in defense again. Some very good work from the players of VSADC. Errol Henry to Clifford Sandford, Simon Robinson. Simon is expecting a call there from the man in the middle, and he just won't get it. The VS is holding up on the attack. Owen Alcindor trying a 1-2 there with Gilroy Mitchell. It didn't work, but Legends is gonna win themselves a goal kick. Spencer. Spencer still in possession of the ball. A signal offside there. And you just saw a yellow card was shown there to Leighton Sandford. Some heat-up words there with the referee. And the talk is still going on there with the official on the near side. And again, you see, the official is the man in the middle, the referee, is sending off the player there, Sean Curtin. I think there was something that he needs to get off his wrist or something like that. A substitution there for Valley Legends. Whitfield Joseph will be introduced into the game.
Well done, man. The action continues after him. You want to go there? Let's see the goal. Let's see after him. Yeah, man. We want the social club. After him, we the social club.
Gary. Randy. Clifford trying to find Whitfield there on the far side. A good awareness there from Gary, shadowing this ball. Anthony Matthew finding Randy. Looking for Spencer Smith. Nice run there. Handle ball. And a referee seeing this one. A free kick there to Valley Legends. Clifford Sandiford placing this one. Also, Anthony Matthew is standing behind it there. And the referee is trying to take control of this game there. And Legends is finding the back of the net. Yes, Legends pulling one back very late. I'm supposing it's his Marcel finding the back of the net there for Valley Legends. And here we go again. Legends trying to apply the pressure here. With Phil playing back to Pius Marcel. And he's looking long there, but wasted ball. Stanley's trying to buy some time. Pounce on this one. Gary's trying to find Whitfield. It was taken from him. Here's Marcel. Some good ball there by the Legends. Some good awareness. Errol. Again, Whitfield Joseph in the action there, the heat of the game. Has caused the 2 handballs as he came into the game, putting some pressure into the game there. And Legends looking to equalize the game here right now. Anthony Matthew behind this one. Oh, straight into the hands of the keeper. No one there to deflect this one. Here we go again. VS offside again. A signal by the man on the far side. Spencer. Heads go up in defense there for VSADC, throwing there to the Legends. Here's Marcel. And VS is pouncing on it in every direction it's supposed to go. Pius Marcel runs over this one. Spencer.
Everyone final attack.
This one was taken away from Randy. Good work there by Randy. Legends is pouncing on this one. And Whitfield is getting this one there. And this one is just strolling away from him. And you could just see Stanley is just shadowing this one into touch.
Look like you get faster. I can remember Mofi doing that fast.
Spencer on the move. Pius Marcel crossing this one in the danger zone. Corner there for the Legends. Legends looking for the equalizer there. Healthy corner there. And again, Legends is complaining and asking why the penalty was not given. Oh my Lord, and it's all happening here at the Philippe Marcelin. And again, he's looking at his watch. And the referee is almost stumbling over and blowing this whistle there. And the Lord knows that Legends lost today. But, oh my God, tough luck for them. VSADC getting the victory there over Legends. A controversial one also, that I would say. And a handshake all over the ground. And it's 2-1, and VS will advance. And you're watching football here, the Veterans Football courtesy Jules Productions. And some of the Legends players, they are furious about it. But this is how it is. We'll be back here tomorrow, God's willing, to see a Central View Fort. They'll play Providence Kings, and Mikwood Veterans playing CARICOM Masters.